welcome to High Frequency Convo. I'm your host, Wes Hunt. My co-host,
Just the God, call me J.W. What? Bubble less like a bubble less. You hear, nigga?
And this is the podcast where we spark blunts and conversation. You know what I mean? We're gonna get right into it. You know what I mean? I'm smoking on Mondo Breath, G4, Gary Payton, and some homegrown because we still support the local business owners.
That's the key. Support your local weed man. He was there before this shit was legal. He gonna be there regardless. Don't take the money out of his mouth and give it to these motherfuckers, man. Support your local weed man.
Definitely. I mean, we've been there. Niggas was getting locked for it, harassed. So, I mean, like, you gotta support them. Still support local business owners. I mean,
support the local weed man. Fuck them niggas.
You know, we're gonna get right into it. This is a great. I mean, this topic came naturally to me. Just watching different type of things. I watch Breakfast Club. I watch different types of podcasts and just living life. And I see people struggling with mental illness and balance and being positive. I mean, everywhere you go, people's fucking negative for no reason. You go to MTA, the MTA workers just snappy. Like, you go to work, everybody just fucking grumpy as shit. You know what I mean? Because people just unhappy. But we're gonna get deep into it. So this episode, this first episode, inaugural motherfucking episode, put your hands up, is gonna be about maintaining positivity, balance, and mental health. But we're gonna break it down. We're just talk about it on a high frequency though. But the caveat is we get high, like every day. I mean, like real high. And get high, aim high, like the intro said. But we're gonna start it off. How do you maintain your positivity? I mean, like, how do you maintain personally? You maintain your positivity. This shit's crazy. No, fucking life could get crazy. I mean, so how the fuck do you stay positive and, you know what I mean, like, not get down in the dumps to the point that, you know what I mean?
I'll be real with you, nigga. I get down in the dumps.
How do you bounce back from it?
I'll let you know when I bounce back.
So you struggle. So you struggle to maintain your see, like, the thing is, I maintain my positivity. I used to struggle with that shit. I started maintaining my positivity because I realized being negative, nothing fucking changes at all, ever. You know what I mean? Like, you be negative, oh shit, my life is nothing ever changes. Like, so what the fuck? I'm a nigga that try to look for solutions now, man. Like, I just go for solutions because nothing ever changes. So you could be negative all you want. Oh, I want to get in shape. But you never work out. Like, what the fuck? You're just gonna be beefing for the rest of your fucking life. Oh, I want a better job. But you don't get a trade. You don't try to go to school, get it. Like, the fuck? You're just gonna stay at the job. So, like, I'm more of a solutions guy. I mean, because I used to be a motherfucker that used to struggle with that shit. Real talk, like, struggle with that shit all body. So, like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit anymore, to be honest. Like, I just keep going. Like, it's gonna come. You could be human. You're gonna go through it. But you have to shake that shit off. Like, to be negative for mad days.
I'll be honest with you.
It's not gonna, what the fuck, like, what's the point?
I get dark. I don't even say it's negative. I just get dark. But
that's negative.
I don't know if it's negative. I just get dark.
I mean, dark always be negative, but
that sounds negative. I just get dark. But what helps me balance it out right now? I'll be honest. I don't look up in the sky no more.
You wait for God?
I don't look for God. I don't look to the sky for answers.
See, like,
I don't look up there no more because I've been looking up there for answers for the last 40-some years and it ain't working. So I look within.
But the thing about it is when people say, like, it says, like, you take one step to, I'm not a big Bible thumper, I'm not a religious, I'm not Catholic, Christian, none of that. But, like, even that text, it says you take one step towards God, it takes two towards you. But the key is taking one step. People don't really take one step, bro. I can honestly say when I was trying to go, I didn't really take one step. The highest energy, and I do believe what you're saying. Not because it's on you. I do believe when you put that energy forth. I mean, the All Supreme does. I believe that
I believe you put the energy forth. I believe what you put out is what you're gonna get back. You reap what you sow. But I don't necessarily believe that I done took 30 steps towards God, and I ain't seen nothing took him back. So I'm taking 30 steps towards myself.
How do you feel like you took 30 steps towards God and you see no results? Because I don't. Anything that you put work in.
No. I didn't say. I didn't see results from the work I put in for myself physically.
Say again.
I ain't see results from the work I put in myself physically as a man. But I ain't see no results from all the kneeling and praying I did. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that no more.
So for the people that do kneel and pray, what would be your advice to them? Stop doing it.
My advice to them is stop begging. Stop asking for help and command help. You know what I'm saying? That's what that would be my advice. My advice to them would be stop. My advice to you is that the definition of insanity is doing something constantly thinking you're gonna get a different result and getting the same result. So if you've been kneeling and you've been praying, you've been getting the same fucking results, is the reason why. So now you need to recalculate your steps and recalculate what you've been doing and figure out why is that not working for me. Now analyze how a rich man can get up on stage and win a fucking trophy for something bullshit, and then he gonna say, and then he gonna pray to God, and he gonna be like, thank you God for a win when the nigga over there starving the fucking been praying every day and he didn't get the food. So why?
And I agree to some degree with that, because in certain aspects you're right. But you got to think about the aspects of the motherfucker on the block. The nigga is saying, yo, thank you God for this award. That worked his ass off, and that nigga on the block that just thought about it, zero working. So how could he expect the same results?
No. But you know what I mean? Like I said, the nigga over there is playing too. He playing hard. He playing hard just for.
I'm talking about prayer plus the action.
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that when you go and you win that award and you say thank you God, God will give you that award.
Of course not. But
I think gave you that award.
Of course, they just paying that homage. That award is not.
Don't pay homage to God.
I understand.
For that award.
I understand what you're saying.
That was an award given to you by man, created by man. You know what I'm saying? So you are so now to get up there after winning an award given to you by man, God didn't give you that award, and God didn't favor your music over that music. You did? You know what I'm saying? What you was given was a voice and a platform to express yourself and to use that platform and that voice for something. It wasn't for say thank you God for this award or for this basketball trophy or this ball I just said. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the kid's starving around the corner. He got up just now and tried to go get a fucking job, actually, and didn't get one.
All right, let's get back on to it. So, let's get back on to it. We can go back on that. How do you maintain your positive? That you say you don't. You go to dark spaces?
I go in dark spaces sometimes, and I come out of them dark spaces by believing hardly within myself.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because everything that exists outside exists within. So rather than look out, I look within. I treat it almost like basketball. You know, in basketball, you know what I'm saying? You post up, and you point guard, you come up, you throw the ball in. You know what I'm saying? He high percentage shot, he kick the ball out. Take the jump shot, take the 3-point shot. So I look at it like that. Rather than going out, I go in. Because the going out didn't get me nowhere, so I go in now. And I go into myself and I command what I want and I demand what I want because I deserve it. Because I played the game the way you said I should play and I didn't get the results. So now I'm commanding what I want. Because I deserve it.
I think that was always in a subtext. And like my thing on religion in general is if you're getting a message, I mean, cool. Because most of it is symbolic. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're getting a message out of it, that's great.
Nah.
But like, the thing about it is like, you always got to put the fucking work. Like I said, I put the work in. Whatever I do right now, I put the work. Because I realized back in the days, whatever I didn't accomplish, I did not put the work in. You could beef.
Facts.
Excuse me. You could blame as much people as you want. And I came to that epiphany. I've been talking to John. I mean, which is my brother and my nigga Boogie. I mean, we had this conversation the other day. I literally wasn't putting no work in. I wasn't doing shit. I was expecting, waiting for like a movie situation. Like, and a lot of people have that same motherfucking affliction. So it's like, I think that's the majority. Some people, and I don't disagree with what you're saying. I mean, I do agree with what you want. Because people all that shit, I do agree with all that. But
I believe
a lot of niggas don't do shit.
I agree. But I believe also the reason why that has also happened because words are spells.
Facts.
And when you work, and here's the thing, right?
And vibration. That's why
it's a spell. That's why it's a spell. Mm-hmm. So now when you look at it like from that aspect, now you gotta understand now look at it from You take it from there to take it to there, right? So if words and spells, vibrations and frequency. If you ain't speaking the words and the frequency and the vibration on the right frequency and vibration, that's maybe why it ain't vibrating in your body to cause action. Yeah, if you can understand what I'm saying.
You're not saying the right spells to get the right results.
The result.
You're not saying the right words
flesh,
spells to
get the right results from the flesh. Because you understand, you're dealing with two entities. You're dealing with the higher self that exists inside of you, and you're dealing with the meat. What they say, if you're going to prescribe to the Bible, what do you say in the Bible? They said the flesh is weak. So therefore, if the flesh is weak, and I'm not working the right spells to get the flesh to cooperate with the higher self, then there's something wrong with those words. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people, why it's not working. Because, see, what happens is you may have a higher fucking discipline. See? So what you may think of is like action is right. Maybe Webster started working the right spells on himself. And it's turned his frequency and his vibration up. So maybe because now that you sat back here, you like whatever took you from here to here, now you sat back and you like, yo man, fuck that. Yo. And now you vibrating high because now you commanding, now you demanding. Now
I'm keeping
God,
G real
please help me. Yo,
I'm gonna keep it. No, I'm gonna keep it G real.
That ain't gonna get it.
I'm gonna keep it G real with you, and I'm gonna keep it G real with you. Like, and don't get me twisted. I still pray to the O, and I still try to cover everybody and ask for the energy from. I mean, from not I say from him, from I don't like to call it from the O, the energy. Now I mean, but you were 100% right. When I did stop motherfucking like basically saying, yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get it. I can fuck what happens. Like. That's what shit started really moving for me, and that's another version of commandment.
Right. So, then the vibration.
No.
Let me ask you a question. No, I'm asking you a question.
Vibration. Sure,
now, when you started doing it that way, didn't you feel differently inside?
Empowered.
You feel empowered, right?
Day.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see the big difference?
Sure. I mean,
you see the big difference? Then you getting down there and you begging for help, and you saying, "Yo, please help me, please to who?" Because when you say please to who, when you say okay, please to Jesus, right? And you go back and you translate what Jesus means, and it's Zeus. And you know Zeus didn't exist, so you're saying please to Zeus? Zeus, please help me?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
All right. So when we analyze that, maybe that's why you're not getting help. Not saying that this nigga over here. Go ahead. Not saying that the next man he's still praying to God, but what is he doing? The nigga passing out in church. He catching the motherfucking Holy Ghost. His vibrations is higher. His frequency is higher. You understand what I'm saying? His frequency is higher. And this is a thought I've been dwelling on for a minute. And then, you know what I'm saying, respect to my man Billy Carson. I heard him.
Shout out to Billy Carson. First of all,
I heard him talking
about.
Shout
out to Billy Carson, all the real niggas talking real shit.
I heard Billy Carson commenting on the same thing. And that's when it really, really clicked in my head. Because I was always building on the same thing. Like, you say thank you, God, for something that's been made to you by man, and you think this nigga over here praying hard as fuck. Got up every day and went to look for a job and he didn't get it. And you want a trophy, so you think you was blessed. God took his time out of his day to bless you for a fucking trophy and then bless him with no food. This shit makes no sense. So just like he started saying, just like Billy Carson said, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe you praying wrong. So now I analyze what he was saying.
But hold up. Do you think even the people that pray, I'm talking about even for the religious people, do you think that like, because they even when they pray, like they always like, oh, they be begging, like always begging, almost like not really knowing if they're gonna get it. So do you think that also plays a part in the vibration? Maybe if they're like,
I believe that
the belief is a big part of the
I believe the fact that you're begging is already saying that you don't believe.
That's a fact.
I believe that if you commanded it, I believe that if you commanded it, that means that you know that it's deserving, that you're deserving of it. I believe that you're begging because you feel that you're not deserving of it, and you're saying, please give it to me. When if you're deserving of it, that you should demand it and command it into your life. This is what I need. This is what I want. You know what I'm saying? So I just believe that, you know me, I believe those things, and I just always believe these things. So, like I said, I go into dark places only because at the time what I was taught didn't work for me. I get out of these dark places now because I still go there, because you can't change habits overnight. So it's a constant work in progress to stay out of those dark places.
I'm gonna tell you, and this is something this channel right here a lot. You hear me say a lot. It's something because it's something I just recently learned, and it's one of the biggest fucking jewels I could probably share with y'all niggas, share with y'all people. Like, intent. Everything is intent. I mean, you attention. I mean, it's actually awareness. You just, if you do it happen organically, attention. Everything you do is intention. So even if it's changing a habit, you gotta actively every day have an intention. Like, okay, I've seen you going back to the habits. I'm changing. Have an affirmations. Whatever the fuck makes it work for you, you gotta do it. But let me switch gears a little bit because you can talk about shit all day. Why should we maintain positivity? Why should people, humans? Why should? If you have to say, if you say you should.
You should maintain positivity because that means you're vibrating on a higher frequency. And when you're vibrating on a higher frequency, you can get more from that higher frequency than vibrating on from a lower frequency. So if we could have heaven on earth, if we all vibrate on a higher frequency.
What about equals one God?
You know what I'm saying? Don't like to quote my man Bugs, because I learned from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a line that went, you know what I'm saying? In order for us to see God, all we have to do is have one mind. And I completely agree that if we were all playing in perfect harmony, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that all we are is keys on a keyboard. And the reason why shit is in disarray, because the harmony on the keyboard is whoever's playing the keys ain't playing it in harmony. And I believe that if you was to play in harmony, which means if all the keys is in accord with each other, then we will see what we consider God. But that means which is truly us. Which is truly us. You know what I'm saying? Which is truly us, which is our true higher consciousness. You know what I'm saying? But in order to get there, we have to take ourselves to a higher level of thought. We have to vibrate on a higher frequency. We have to think about more than just ourselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We got to think about the collective. You know what I'm saying? It's more, you know what I mean? We got to think about, it's like, I was listening to, like Charlemagne said something. He was like, people always talking about the hive mind, but they always leave the hive mind for another hive mind. The thing about it is that's a fact. Mm-hmm. But that is a complete fact. But the thing about it is, there's a hive mind that's more productive and beneficial to the whole hive. And then there's a hive mind that's not beneficial and productive to the whole hive. See, so therefore, we all going to always have a hive mind. We always going to click, and we always going to group up. And
a hive mind could be beneficial,
and a hive mind
could be detrimental.
Right.
Now, I mean, because if you have a hive mind doing derelict shit,
so you can have a hive mind that only benefits that hive, or you can have a hive mind that's going to benefit the all. That's even the people that's not part of the hive, because you're thinking on a higher consciousness. You're not just thinking about the ones involved in your circle. Think about the ones not involved in your circle, and that's when we
the true definition of a hive mind, meaning working together in unison, not like a fraction hive. I mean, like
it's not.
Hive.
It's not like I'm a Democrat, you're a Republican. So my concepts is only based in. That's going to support a democratic theory, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa with a Republican. When it should just be what's beneficial to the whole, what's going to help everybody, what's going to make everybody come and play in a complete, perfect harmony.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
See, you went deep. You had this shit like with the why I should maintain positivity. It actually that's the best explanation for it. As a whole, I was gonna do more like individualistic, like reason I think you should why I think it's important to maintain positivity, because first of all, being negative is not beneficial to your progression in no shape, form, fashion, no area of your fucking life. And then not being positive affects you in every aspect of your life. Isn't it gonna affect your relationships, your work life, your personal aspirations, your personal goals, whatever. Like, if you're negative, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna have the get up and go to do shit. You're like, nah, fuck that. Nah, I ain't gonna do this shit. Nah, cause niggas is doing this, or I got the money, or niggas. That's how it makes people turn to haters. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cause they don't got to get up and go to do it, so they see niggas doing it. Fuck that nigga, they got mad bitches. No niggas, they always got mad cars. Like, yeah, niggas, you know what you do to get all them bitches or get all them cars? If you're not doing that shit, don't hate. Stay positive and do what the fuck you gotta do to be the person you want to be. Intent, once again. How many you gotta intend? Okay, fuck that, I'm be some bullshit nigga. I'm going to school, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get some stats. You gotta do the steps. You don't fucking go from 2nd grade to 12th. You go from fucking pre-K, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. It's steps in everything. You crawl, walk, then run. You know what I mean? Like, it's steps in everything. So you can't skip the steps. You gotta be positive. You gotta take them failures and just be fucking, man. Like, fuck it. After a while, I mean, you can be human, you can be mad, but just say fuck it. And stay positive and just stay focused on what the fuck you want, because that's the only thing that actually matters. You know what I mean? But one of the crazy shits, one of the real shits, like real shits. I don't know how to answer this, but how do you balance your aspirations plus your responsibilities? Especially you got 3 kids. Like, how do you balance your aspirations plus your responsibilities?
Nigga, that's a tightrope to fuck.
Of course, I don't know how the fuck to answer that. But like, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you how do like if you had, I'm gonna say even if you don't do it right now, how would you like?
I ain't got no answer. I'm learning.
I'm
learning how to do me and have time for them. It ain't no how. I'm learning. I don't know how. I'm learning to be able to find, because this shit is a new experience for me. I'm used to being me. I'm used to doing me. I'm used to moving at my will. I'm used to being responsible for me. Mm-hmm. That's why I ain't have kids at a young age, because I like me. You know what I'm saying? So being responsible for something else other than yourself is a lot of responsibility. Take a lot for me to adjust to that shit. It takes a lot for me to like, damn, I just want to, you know what I mean? I just want to go make music. I just want to go mix a song, make a beat, or I just want to go kick it. And I can't, because I hear the baby crying. I know she been with the baby all day, and then you know what I mean? But I'm who I am. I'm a man, so so what you niggas say, I'm chauvinistic, because I believe a woman should do what a woman do and a man do what a man do. But you know.
Now, first of all, let's go. First, rest in peace to my man Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. And all the people who really try to put in the work for this man shit. And we're going to have some episodes on that. First of all, this is a man channel. It's for everybody, but it's a man channel, man. Like, none of that sucker shit, like you said, like, and first of all, going to that, men got men roles and women got women roles. Don't take it up with us or none of the motherfuckers that's talking about it. Take it up with the natural order of things, the natural energy, the creator. We didn't make it like this, man. We didn't make it like this. And everybody got different roles, and one role is not better than the fucking other. It's just the roles we got to play. Everybody can be a point guard, shooting guard on the fucking same team. We need power forwards and centers.
Everybody should cooperate with each other and work with each other.
That's what I'm trying to say. When you got a good power forward, you got. I don't get fucking this. Hold up.
Because that's the love.
Hold up.
And the discipline.
Hold up. For you to listen, the difference. Hold up. The difference.
Discipline, I probably would have been further.
Of course you would have. The difference is this. Hold up. The difference is this. And I just heard it the other day. So I'm not going to take credit for it. The difference is this. Between a successful person and a person that fails. The failure has something to do, don't want to do it, and do it what makes them feel comfortable. The successful person don't have something to do, don't want to do it, and do it. That's the fucking difference. Like, I tell people all the time, because everybody always want to get in shape. You know how much times I don't want to fucking work out? Like 80% of the fucking time.
That's what I'm saying.
Who wants to work? Like, who? Like I tell people that you have to do it when you don't want to do it. You know how much times I don't want to do something, I just do it. That's more majority. Like I said, you do rap for free. Like, I love music, but I play sports mad long, and I played football, semi-pro. I did all that shit for free. I still got injuries to this day from football for free, and I had a ball. You know what I mean? Versus going to work. I had a ball, bro. Like, so when you love something, you love it, and it's actually you show it. Just like when you love a girl, like you say you love a girl, it's the same difference. You know what I mean? You're gonna do things to show you love her. You can't say you love her. You don't never show the fucking woman that you love her.
You don't love her.
You don't love her. I mean, like, words is written, lashes unkind, like mommy say. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? That shit start calling you. You get up in that morning, and you hear everybody outside dribbling that ball, and you looking at your ball, that shit start calling you. I used to play ball. I know that shit start calling you. You be like, fuck that. You don't care if it's cold. You don't care if it's raining. You just want to go play basketball. The shit start calling you. Or you walk in the fucking studio, you see that mic, and you be like, that shit calling you. You just want to rhyme. Or you hear a beat. The shit calling you. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, once it's calling you, you know what I mean? You can't help it. That's that love. You just being gravitated and you being pulled towards. It's magnetic. You know what I mean? You can't, you know what I mean? If it's real. If it ain't real, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, because it's just something you do.
Right. That's going to be the first thing you dust off, because you really don't give a fuck about it. I mean, that's the first thing. That's the first thing. But I ain't doing that shit. Not because you really don't care, but if you care, that's gonna be high on your priority list. I mean, that's the whole fucking thing. I mean, but you gotta really. I mean, it's obvious when somebody really loves something. It's obvious when somebody's really passionate about something. But even the things you're passionate about, you still gotta push yourself.
Right.
I played football. I was passionate about it. I loved it, but I had to push myself to work out and do the extra shit when I wasn't on the field.
You gotta push yourself because
like,
it's
I love rap. I love recording, love rapping, but I have to push myself.
You got 10,000 hours.
You
got 10,000 hours because you know why you gotta push yourself. 10,000 hours is gonna make you a master of what you're doing. So you gotta put the work in.
Of course, and I love the work. That means I got books. I got rap. I got tons of rap books.
And there's only 24 hours in a day, right? And then you got your personal life. You got all the things. So you, how many hours is really dedicated to that craft? And it's taking 10,000 hours to become a master. So you got to put that work in.
And I got a jewel from I was gonna say a rich book. I forgot the name of the audio book. I don't want to lie, but he said you got hours in your day. You got your work hours, which 8 hours. Then you got plus hours. 8 hours is to work. The plus hours is for your dream. And I incorporate that shit. When I come from work, I'm trying to do something going towards something I want to fucking do. And I mean, okay, I went to work, or I got the money, or when I was on the block, I got the block. I mean, more now, because my mind is different more now. But like, I always try to incorporate something afterwards. And that's something I just can articulate. I can articulate it now. It's plus hours. You know what I mean? Like, you go to work, that's cool. I mean, that's for them. That's just you, so you can support. That's like a business partner. You know what I mean? To fund whatever you want to fucking do. I mean, you go to work, do the shit for them, do the business partner shit, get your bread, plus hours, what you're working for everyone, but you gotta do it. And for the part, you may not, like this shit, like I said, going back to this shit may not get a shit for how long? Maybe on 96th episode of this shit pop. But if I don't get to the 96th episode, how the fuck would I ever know? That's the work you gotta put in anything. This is like in anything. So it's like, I mean, like, you gotta put the work in, bro. You gotta put the work in. It's gonna be hard. You can fail. It's gonna be all that shit, but you gotta put the work in, bro. You gotta. I mean, like, you basically you answer why balance is so important. But my take on mental health, pardon me. My take on mental health, and as a whole, like, my belief is that it's a whole bunch of undiagnosed motherfuckers. Not my belief, my knowing. It's a whole bunch of undiagnosed motherfuckers walking around. Bipolar, schizophrenic, all that real shit. They haven't got diagnosed yet. Remember, somebody don't know if they got that shit until they go to the motherfucking doctor and get diagnosed. So it's like, people walking around here, I look in the streets, people be grumpy. That's why so much violence going the fuck on. Knockout fucking games with old people. Whole bunch of, it's like the purge. And it's all because mental health. And I mean, like, Breakfast Club, Charlamagne said, hurt people. But that shit is facts. Hurt people do fucking hurt people.
It is. Mental health is called broke.
Yeah, broke, poverty, fucking broke. Got abused. It's a host of shit. It's not only about being broke. It's a host of fucking shit, bro.
It's called fucked upness.
It's a host of shit.
It's called not being able to
father,
eat.
Not being able to eat.
It's called not knowing where to sleep. It's called being cold in the winter. It's called sleeping in trains. It's called nobody gives a fuck. It's called no love. And then they're going to prescribe it and turn it into mental health after they pop you full of fucking pills and they send you out the fucking...
No, that's a fact. But it is mental health. They break down niggas. They break down your fucking mind and make niggas nutcases. There's a bunch of nutcases. The woman is misled. I never saw a time. I'm not hating on nobody, but it's facts. I never saw a time that basically prostitution is popular. Anything with sex for exchange is prostitution. I don't give a fuck if it's a sandwich. You could trade your pussy for a sandwich. A hero. And that shit is prostitution because it's sex for exchange. So if you get a Birkin bag or some fucking heels or a trip and you blow that nigga off, you're a prostitute. I never saw a time where that shit is glorified. It is what it is, do your thing, but Jesus, like, the mental on these motherfuckers, like, these could be motherfuckers strong women that could be, who the fuck knows what they could have done. But just because niggas mental is fucking, that's what's pushed and that's what's popularized. That shit, people actually aspire to be these type of things now. That's one form of fucking crazy mental health. People know if you go in the motherfucking streets, and abuse victims are not as deep as our niggas or certain people we knew, but abuse victims of getting sucked in, like, but you know going in the streets is bad, but people still go into the streets. You know, you can get locked up. It's the fucking craziest thing. It's like an onion. It's layered mental fucking health. And I'm like, layered. Undiagnosed motherfuckers walking around. Psychopaths. Because not every psychopath got to be a serial killer. just really psychopath, cold motherfuckers, empathetic motherfuckers, sociopaths, bipolarism, schizophrenia. It's all that shit walking around, undiagnosed. Like you said, from trauma, from being broke, from being sleeping in fucking trains, from girlfriends cheating on them, from boyfriends cheating on them over and over and over, from not getting no girls, from getting girls, from not being able to read in school, and people. It's so much. I can't even name all the shit. You know what I mean, so it's like, it's a plan also. But do you think therapy is necessary to mental health? Like necessary?
I think we all need somebody to talk to. You know what I mean?
And that's a form of therapy, but I'm talking about in a traditional form.
I just think you need somebody to talk to. I don't think you need a traditional psychiatrist. You know, I just think people just need somebody to talk to. Somebody that's gonna listen. Somebody that's gonna be empathetic. You don't need sympathy. You need empathy. You know what I'm saying? And I think if people have more empathy in this world, this place would be a better place. But yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying, you always need somebody to fucking talk to.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You definitely need somebody to talk to. But I don't think the traditional form of therapy is necessary. Like necessary. I think it helps. But like if you want to go that route, but I don't think it's necessary. Like
I don't think anything that you got to pay for to get help is going to be true help.
Facts, because they're gonna keep trying to make you come back.
They're going to keep trying to make you come back
so you never really be healed.
What would be the point of completely caring you? I need money.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that.
They're gonna help you along the way, but
I don't believe in medicine they're trying to cure you of anything. I just think they're trying to string you along to keep you coming back, or else there would be no medicine field because everybody would be cured of everything.
It's more money. It's more money.
It's more money and keeping. It's more. I could keep billing your insurance.
It's more money.
So you know what I mean. I'd rather keep you sick. I'd rather keep you mentally fucked. I'd rather keep telling your kids got ADD and giving them a whole bunch of pills to make them even act more fucked up than really curing a problem or figuring out what the real problem is or what the root of the problem is. This and that. You know what I mean. That right there. You know what I mean. It will be true mental health. But instead they're gonna prescribe you pills and this and that and shit. And then really have you fucked up out here when you're not on the pills and not on their drugs. So that's, you know what I mean, and that's the bottom line. That's just the way it is. That's where we at. You know what I'm saying? We live in a big business. The world is big business. You know what I'm saying? The world is run by corporations. It's big business. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's beautiful. I guess. You know what I mean?
My take, facts. Like the biggest advice I give you on my is what I did. Cause I had real OCD that I had to like turn on the lights and a whole bunch of real crazy shit, anxiety. I'm passed on, from my mom. So it's like whoever passed on to her, generational curses. But like my biggest shit is like awareness. Awareness, man. Stop lying to your fucking self. When I stop lying to myself, when I do derelict shit, I see some derelict shit. Don't fucking lie to yourself, bro. Like just don't stop lying to yourself. Like, stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself while you're in a place you're in. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. People do that shit over and over and over. Accountability is the word for the motherfucking decade.
To quote the great Michael Jackson,
I'm
the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to make a change. You know what I mean? Because nobody.
That's the biggest thing I could give you.
Yeah,
mental health comes from a lot of lies. And a lot of lies in your head, festering, but not like giving an outlet, like my man said, and my bro said. Talking to nobody and they're like checking you or vouching, like validating what you're saying. You create a whole bunch of fucking shit in your mind and it becomes real to you.
Because when you go out, like I said earlier, when you go outside to seek help and don't go within yourself, you never get the truth. See, so if you keep always going out and just blaming everything around you, never look within yourself and look in the mirror and say, yo, you know what? This is me. Then you never, ever get the answer to the truth.
Ever.
Because usually everything starts with you.
Yep. Everything do start with you.
Everything.
Everything
starts with you. When
everything
things start going downhill, it's starting with you.
And another thing I learned, you're 100% fucking right.
You're the one making the choices. You make all the choices. Right. Nobody make the choices for you but you.
Another thing I learned, bro, is excuses could be valid.
Excuses not.
Hold up. Let me elaborate. Hold up. Excuses be valid. Like, for instance, damn, I can't go to like a woman, I can't go to nursing school because I have to pick my kid up from school. I have to take her to this, I have to take her to that. Then on top of that, what about the people that did it like that? It's a valid excuse. Excuse don't mean like a negative thing. It's a valid excuse, but that don't mean it has to stop you.
No, see,
because it is an excuse, but it's valid.
No.
She had to pick up a kid. She had to take her to soccer thing. She had to do this. She had to do all these obligations. But it's an excuse nonetheless. Because what about the people that had the same kind of obligations?
That's why it's not an excuse.
But it's still an excuse.
No, that's why it's not an excuse.
It is
excuses are for the weak. Excuses are you're giving us.
I'm not trying to say it's not for the weak or not for the weak, but an excuse.
Let me finish.
Hold on. My point is this. I'm not saying an excuse is not for the weak or for the weak. My whole point is saying an excuse could be valid. That don't give you fucking leeway to be like, okay, because the excuse is valid to not do what the fuck you need to do. No, just because the excuse is valid, I mean, it is for the weak. For you to succumb to the excuse makes you weak.
No, I won't say the excuse. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I won't necessarily say excuse is valid if you told me that I'll be empathetic with what you're saying. But it's not valid because Shorty's not
empathetic, but still
no. That's why I'm not sympathetic. That's why I'm empathetic. I'm empathetic with what you're saying, but I'm not going to be sympathetic with you because somebody down the block made it happen.
Exactly.
So what you're telling me is not a valid reason for you not trying to do it. So it's not valid. You're making an excuses to be weak. That's why I try to tell. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try Nazi on them all day long. Make no excuses. The minute you come up with your head, the minute you say, the minute you put an op, the minute you say, all right, damn, I gotta go for this job, but this job is all the way in Long Island. Fuck. The minute you do that, you're making an excuse for why you don't want to. You're making an excuse to have a reason not to do it. Because from the time you heard it was there, or anything in that matter, for anything that sounds like that, you should say to yourself, how can I get out there? How can I make this happen? If I really want it, how can I make this happen? That's what you should be thinking. Because the first time you put an excuse in your head, that's a negative thought, will lead to another negative thought, which will lead to another negative thought, which will lead to another negative thought. But if you put a positive thought in your head at first, it will lead to another positive thought, which will lead to another positive thought, which will lead to what you said when we first started, a solution.
Facts.
And that's what you want, a solution. If you come up with an excuse, it's only going to create a fucking excuse, which is going to create non-solutions. You're not solving the problem. And what you're trying to do is solve the problem. You know what I'm saying? Solve the problem. So now you got to understand, do I really want this? And if I really want this, let me meditate on it. And after meditate on it, let me command, how am I going to get this?
The biggest motherfucking jewel I can give you. And I'm a new student of it. And Nike, this is a first episode. I'm a struggling black man from fucking Brooklyn. Please don't sue me for this. Just fucking do it. I put the fucking in it, so it's not that shit. Just fucking do it.
Just do it.
I mean, just do it. I wasn't fucking serious, nigga. Just do it. I mean, like, but bro, just do it. Whatever you gotta do, just that's what people struggle. Y'all don't just do it, nigga. Like, a lot of people wait for the perfect thing. I'm waiting for the perfect moment. There's no perfect moment.
Let me tell you something.
There's no perfect moment.
There's two ways you can learn. A wise man gonna learn from
a smart man learns from others, and a wise man learns from himself.
Right? Yeah. So no, you can learn from a wise man, or you can learn from yourself and be smart. Right? So the best thing to do is to choose to be wise and learn from somebody who's wise. But if you choose to go the smart route, that's try. And with trial comes failure. And failure is nothing but nature's teacher. Because with failure, you learn how to do it the next time.
Just lessons.
You know what I'm saying? So you never lose. You're not failing. Because how can you fail at something you've never done before? You're learning how to do it for the first time. So learning how to do it for the first time is going to come by trial and error. Mm-hmm. You understand? But if you're keeping a record of your first failure, which is your first lesson on how to win, and if you keep a record of that, the next time you go back in, you don't make those same mistakes, and you have a better chance of winning. And you keep doing this over and over until you come up with a winning formula, or until you win. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it all goes back to never make an excuse. You go in. If you have nobody to teach you, which should be the wise person who's done it before, then you learn on your own. You're gonna learn on your own through trial and error. And there's nothing wrong with trial and error. You fall, you get up, you keep going. Same as a baby who's crawling to walk. The baby couldn't even crawl to begin with. So it was a step before even crawling. Downloading the information in his head on how to crawl. And then downloading the information in his head on how to walk. By watching us. all day long and downloading information. 1 foot forward, 1 foot. 1 foot forward, and the baby gonna fall. But at falling, it's just learning how to keep its balance and do it better the next time. The baby ain't saying I'm failing. I'm learning. There's no failure.
It's like riding a bike. They don't say you failing to ride a bike. They say you learning to ride a bike, even if you might fall off the bike. I mean, the thing is like, you have to look at it like that. You do anything, you're gonna fall off the bike. You don't jump on the maybe some people did, but we talk about the majority, never the minority. You jump on a bike, you're gonna fucking fall off. You're gonna struggle to balance, but eventually you're gonna learn how to ride the bike. It's like with anything else. If you can't lift up 100 pounds, do that shit. I mean, for 2-3 months, then you can lift up 100 pounds. I mean, nothing comes. Going back to my point earlier on, everything's in steps. Everything's in fucking steps. People be looking for the shortcuts and try to skip the steps. Don't look for the shortcuts. Don't try to skip the steps, because the steps get you to the point you need to be. When you get to step 12, you needed them steps 1 through 11. You needed every fucking step to get you prepared for step 12. Even if you to skip from go to 1 to 6 and skip from 6 to 12. Now I mean, when you're at 12, you might eat some of that shit within 6 and motherfucking 11 that you missed. So don't want to skip the steps. Love the steps. Go through the fucking steps. How many like go through the steps?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you're talking about learning from the wise and then learning from being smart, right? Learning from yourself. Do you guys have any lessons that you kind of like, I guess, learn the hard way? Or what's the biggest lesson that you learned that you feel like, you know what? I guess learning the hard way, right? Like you should have learned from the wise, but you chose to kind of do your own thing. Or vice versa. Maybe someone was telling you to...
Just live where I live my life.
Like,
you know what I mean? Because, you know, when you're growing up, your parents tell you certain things and you don't adhere to it. Because you may feel that you know better, or you feel that they don't know what they're talking about, because it's a whole nother time. And I just learned that, you know what I'm saying? Nothing changes, just the players. The game always stays the same. The players just changes. You know what I mean? And maybe adhering to some of the things that they said would have saved me a lot of pain in the future and a lot of trouble in the future. You know what I mean? So out of that, you know what I mean?
So kids listen to your parents.
I would say listen to your parents.
Definitely. My shit is, I got two. I got like I said, what you just said, I mean, if I listened to my parents, I would have been through the shit I went through and did the shit I did.
Which it wasn't all bad.
It wasn't all bad,
you know
but still.
It wasn't, I ain't live a harsh life.
It wasn't hard.
It wasn't crazy.
It was nothing crazy, but still, it was unnecessary.
Some of the things I seen, I shouldn't have seen if I just paid attention. Some things I went through was unnecessary if I just listened.
But hold on.
You know?
That's what I mean. Like I said at the beginning, like I really live life compared to some niggas we know what you call it. Maybe like at the end of the day, we still went through shit that I didn't have to go through. I mean, like if I listened, streetwise, football-wise, same thing. I mean, like I said on one of my rhymes, only to deserve better. One of my first mixtape. With my brother was, I mean, always hard on me, like really, because he was playing ball, so you know what it took. I had to listen. I mean, like, and then shit just started dwindling down from there. Like, when I did listen, I saw the results. When I didn't, I was like, fuck that. I wanted to chill, I wanted to go on the block. I quit my football team and go on the block. Stupid shit. I mean, it's stupid shit. Stupid shit. You don't listen to people. You just think niggas is hyped to be old, or they just want to talk, or they just want to, you didn't know what the fuck they're talking about. But you should listen. I mean, like, I could have been fucked because I was nasty. I mean, like, I had a lot of talents to do a lot of shit. I mean, and I do a lot of shit off not listening. I mean, so my advice is not only listen to your parents. Just, if you have a passion to do something, don't fucking sacrifice it for some stupid shit that's always gonna be there. Because the shit that you want to do is not always gonna be there. I mean, me chilling on the block of my nigga, that shit is always there. Like, so it's like, that's my motherfucking what you call it. But before we end the first motherfucking episode of High Frequency Convo, I don't know if you got any Emerald Tablet story. Give me like a quick Emerald Tablet story. He's been doing some research. I mean, like I said, he's still doing the research. But
maybe next time, yeah.
A tip from the Emerald Tablets, anything you learn?
I mean, I'm still learning, so you know what I mean? It'd be better off to talk about it another time as I gather, you know what I mean, learn more, gather more information.
Get ready for test for the Emerald Tablets. And he don't got a test for the Emerald Tablets, y'all niggas.
Nah, because
I might be the first one to say.
Nah, I ain't gonna know. It's not that. It ain't that. I just don't feel like discussing something. I need to know more. You know what I mean? More detail.
To the Kanye thing.
Hold up.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd rather. You know what I'm saying?
So we all gonna do the Kanye thing, but I wanted to tell us for the like. I was gonna do a quick thing. First,
because you know why?
Because fucking thing, man. First, when I'm hold up. let me talk to y'all. When I'm by myself, this motherfucker talks my ear off about some real shit.
No.
Real shit.
You understand.
In depth. Hours.
I just don't, because I'm in a
hours.
because
I actually
I don't
give
want
5 to 10 fucking minutes.
Because it's, we're already on this frequency here, and I don't want to go from that frequency to that frequency, because it's a whole nother avenue. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather stay on this frequency, and you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And don't take nobody on the journey right now that they ain't ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather stay here with it.
That's something that you probably gotta.
But yo, hold up. But yeah,
I'd rather stay here with it, and then we can sit
do
down one day.
episode 2.
Yeah,
I'm saying every episode. We're watching full episode after episode.
But if you want to know, if you really want to know about the Emerald Tablets, you know what I'm saying? Check out Billy Carson.
In fact, he's
a genius. You know what I mean? And the stuff that I learned from him, you know what I'm saying, in the last few months, and the stuff that I learned before in finding Billy Carson, you know what I'm saying, what he's been discussing, you know what I mean? Because I was into this for a very, very long time, you know what I mean? When I was taught it, you know what I'm saying, by my teacher, you know what I'm saying, the great Tutu, you know what I'm saying? Alfred Rowe, you know what I'm saying? And, but you should check out Billy Carson if you want to know more about the Emerald Tablet.
But for that, how let's switch gears. Since we all agreed, y'all agreed that he folded like a motherfucking chair.
Nah, I didn't fold. Like I said, it's a different frequency, and I don't want to change frequencies. You know what I mean? We're on a frequency. I don't want to change frequency and vibration. That's a whole nother vibration.
But yo, tell me about the what about this motherfucking Kanye shit that's going on?
I mean, listen, man.
Quick on it, cause
I only have a. For me personally,
going hard on this nigga. Like, first of all, I'm gonna let you go, bro.
I mean, personally, I mean, listen, man. I just think that as black people, we shouldn't condemn black people like that. And me personally,
that does it.
You know what I'm saying? And I just felt, you know what I'm saying, as a culture, we shouldn't be happy to see a black man fail. We shouldn't be happy to see a black man get on TV and cry.
Do you know what, guys? Hold on.
Let me finish. Just for wanting his family to stay together. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, you know what I'm saying, that he has said, you know what I'm saying, it's his opinion. I thought we was living in America and it was free speech.
There's no such thing.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no such thing.
And even if what he say may offend other people, you know what I mean? A lot of things that people say offends us. You know what I mean? And we take it on the fucking chin and keep it fucking moving. You know what I'm saying? So I can't understand how you can't be freely to express what you want to say. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's really all I gotta say. And my main thing is forget the media and how the media is attacking them. Any other culture might attack them. What makes me sick to my fucking stomach is how black people is attacking them. That's what makes me sick to my stomach. Is how black people could get up on the radio and enjoy and watching him fail and crumble. And regardless of what he said, and even if you feel that he's wrong, he only talks, and if you people want to prescribe to believing in God, only praises God. He only talks about the togetherness of not only black people but everybody. So I can't understand how one word and not only that, and if y'all could talk and get up on TV and say he has mental health issues, so then when he speaks out of turn, why is it not mental health then? Why not condemn him when you could say, okay, he has mental health, he's bipolar. Now when he's saying something that y'all say, when he's saying something that y'all think is crazy and it's ludicrous, why is it not mental health now? Why he doesn't have mental health? Why y'all so quick to not cancel, take everything away from him, insult him? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's okay if other cultures and other races want to insult them. It's okay. Y'all been always insulting us. You know what I mean? But it's disgusting to watch our own people do that to our own people.
Hold up. Let me talk. Hold up. Quick fast. And I agree with 1,000% what you said. But this thing that fucks me up. The thing that fucks me up is this. I don't give a fuck about how he's doing it. Yeah, I don't agree with everything this nigga say. I don't agree with everything he says or how he says it. But he's doing everything for black people.
For people?
Hold up. Let me
for the human race.
Not just for us. No, for the human race. But like he said.
And he speaks up for us.
Like I said, for the human race. But I was just watching on Dream Champs. Like I said, everybody look up for everybody other race. We have to look up. But like you said, for the black people, that's going so hard on him.
Happy to see a man lose
He's
his family
doing
and
it
his
for
children.
you. He's
Fucking
doing it for
disgusting.
you, bro. He's
But
doing it for you, sis.
I could tell
He's
you this.
doing it
I could tell
for
you this
you.
much though. Wait.
Hold on. Let me go. I'll let you rock. Hold on, I'll let you rock.
Nah,
I'll let you rock. Hold on, I'll let you rock. Give me a second. He's doing it for you. What the fuck? Like, son, y'all can't believe your son, yo. Kanye shouldn't have said this type of shit, is it? But y'all couldn't say, but at least he tried to say, like, at least he tried to do some shit for us. At least he tried to bring people together. Nothing. You don't see nothing this guy's doing. And like my man said, why his mental... I don't believe all that mental health shit all the time. Like he said on Drink Champs. I just watched his newest Drink Champs. It's the most controversial one. Know what I mean? Like I say, y'all can pick this crazy shit all the time. Like I say, yeah, I'm not saying he's not suffering. It's a mad, undiagnosed motherfucker. Like I say that. I'm pretty sure this guy's conscious of what he's saying. But like, y'all don't listen to what he says sometimes. Y'all don't agree with nothing he says. Okay, if y'all don't agree with anything he says, he's always crazy. Why he's not always crazy then? Like, pick and choose. Is he crazy that when he says off the wall shit, y'all can't give him a pass? Like I say for everything else? Or is he not fucking crazy? I mean, like, I don't get it. Like I said, I don't agree with everything the niggas say, but Jesus Christ. Like you said, man, I don't understand why black people can't wait to see people downfall. Like, your own people. It makes no fucking sense, man. Like, it makes no sense, man. Like, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense. Y'all niggas gotta wake up. Stop this. Y'all don't gotta mind y'all all regurgitate the same shit. That's how I know y'all niggas is sheep. Most of y'all.
And not only that, man. One more thing here. Because I don't really want to go deep into that shit. But when a man said, I'm going DEFCON 3, it's a defensive tactic.
I know, man.
It's not an offensive tactic. He wasn't saying he was about to go to war against them or go hurt them. He said, I'm about to protect myself against them because I feel I'm being attacked. And as we can see, he was fucking right.
Facts.
DEFCON 3 is a defense, not an offense. A defense.
I don't know, man.
I don't got nothing, like I said,
Like
because I'm not even mad at other cultures. I'm just disgusted. I see motherfuckers burning the easy. Not only y'all motherfuckers is stupid. Y'all niggas gonna pay $300 for some sneakers y'all gonna burn. Y'all niggas is dumb. But, like, damn, that shit hurt y'all that much? I don't even see them burning their Yeezys. That shit hurt y'all that much?
It didn't hurt y'all that much, or is this trending? Yeah, I know it make good content. So everybody's jumping on the wave, burning Yeezys, jumping on the I hate Yeezy wave. Or do y'all really feel a strong, personal opinion about it?
And if you do, you're not wrong for that.
No, if you do, you're not wrong for that. But how much people just...
If you hurt by what he said, you ain't wrong for being hurt by what he said. I'm just saying. Y'all need to take a look at yourselves.
Yo, man.
Our own people. This is the reason why Malcolm is dead. This is the reason why Martin is dead. Because who told Martin to go on that balcony that day, at that time? Bet you wasn't a white man. Who killed Malcolm? It's always our own people. It's always our own people.
Even involving slavery.
Always our own
always
people.
Our own fucking people.
Always our own downfall.
Yo, man.
I ain't gonna lie. It's almost like my man Charleston White said, man. That's why I like niggas. I do not like black people. Because black people always do this same shit. They don't never stand up for each other. At least a nigga will go out with a nigga every day.
House and field nigga mentality, bro. And people think that shit is done. And we would say that, and when I say you're a field nigga, that don't mean you rich. That don't mean you got money, bro. That means you just, your mentality is straight. Yo, don't rock the boat.
Yeah, that's the mentality. Let's not rock the boat, nigga. We eating. Chill. Why is you gonna say something for? Master's gonna give us millions.
Get mad.
Master gonna get mad.
Don't let Master hear you talking like that.
Don't let Master hear you
That's
talking
how y'all
like
niggas
that.
sound. in modern terms. Yo, you're a hater. Now you talking about what you call this shit. That sound like, yo, Max gonna hate you.
Can't let Master hear you talking like that.
Fucking fiddler.
We ain't gonna get no
Where's
chocolate milk for fucking Christmas.
Facts. That nigga's a bunch of tap dancers. You say you're gonna make a new song called Coons?
Coon niggas.
Coon niggas. I'm jumping on that. And we're gonna have a song of the day. If I shop this song, I'm gonna leave that motherfucker for the episode. We got a song of the day. That's gonna definitely be one of the songs of the day. Definitely. Because there's a bunch of cool niggas running around. But yo, man, we're gonna wrap this one up. You got a last word?
Peace and love.
My last word is an affirmation I always say. You'll keep me under grace, not under law. My negative thoughts weak, my positive thoughts strong. Whoa.